Hello everyone. This is Osei here, and welcome to OB Learning Hub. Want to begin your Excel journey but don't know how to or where to begin from? Then this tutorial is just for you. We'll keep it a bit simple and basic so that you don't find it so overwhelming so as to run away from learning all about Excel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button as well to support this channel. And let me know whatever you want to learn about Excel in the comment section so that I can gladly assist or help out. So, what are we waiting for? Let's delve right into the action. First, to begin learning all about Excel, you first need to open your Excel workbook, and I will click on the blank workbook for today. And what is the difference between a workbook and a worksheet in Microsoft Excel? So this entire interface you currently see here is what we refer to in Excel as a workbook, which houses the quick access toolbar. This ribbon over here, which contains different kinds of tabs for you to choose from in case you want to issue a command or in case you want any other feature to use in Microsoft Excel. It houses also the name box, the formula bar here also, and within a workbook we have what we call a worksheet. So this entire rectangular boxes you currently see here is what we refer to as a worksheet. So within a workbook we have a worksheet. And in Excel, you can click to open multiple worksheets in a single workbook. How do you do that? You come to this plus sign down the workbook, click on it, and as you can see, multiple worksheets are being created. And you can simply rename any worksheet you want to your choice by simply clicking on it, then right clicking, then to rename, or you can also double click on any sheet you want to rename, then it will be highlighted for you to rename it to your choice. So now we know the difference between a workbook and a worksheet. And now in Excel, we have what we call the columns and the rows. So these alphabets you see A through to the very last letter is what we refer to in Excel as the columns, whilst the numbers you see at the left-hand side of your interface is what we refer to in Excel as the rows. So 1 to the very last number is what we call the row. And this rectangular box I have selected is what we refer to in Excel as a cell. So whenever there is an intersection between a column and a row, we have what we call a cell. And whenever a cell is selected, you can find its corresponding name in this name box over here. So currently, cell C6 has been selected. So column C, then row 6 has been selected. We have in Excel what we call a range. So what is a range? So whenever multiple cells are selected, we have a range. And you can also rename a range to suit your preference so that any time you want to reference it, it becomes easier for you. So now we know what a column is, what a row also is. We also know what a cell is in Excel, how to find the name of a cell. Then also we know what a range in Excel is. Quite easy so far, right? I hope you are enjoying this lesson. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to support this channel. So now we are making good progress, right? One will ask, how am I moving in this Excel worksheet? Well, currently I'm using my mouse, but in case you want to use a keyboard to do that, we have some keys that helps in doing that. Well, first and foremost is the arrow keys on your keyboard, where the up arrow key is to move up, the down arrow key is to move down, the right arrow key to move at the right hand side of your cell, and the left arrow key to move to the left hand side. Is that all? No, you can also use the tab key to move to the very right hand side and the enter key to move down to the very next cell below. In the case you want to move up, you can always use the shift and the enter key to move up. And if you want to move to the left hand side, you can also use the shift and the tab key to move to the left hand side of your cell. And so these are the navigation keys you can use in Excel to move around your Excel worksheet. So then how do I make my first entry in Excel? All you need to do is to simply select any cell of your choice, then type in the words you want. In the case you want to type the boy is going to school, you can simply do that, selecting a cell and typing the boy is going to school. Yay, you've made your first entry in Excel. Congratulations on that. Well, you can also do some basic calculations in Excel also. Well, we will tackle that in my very next video, so kindly look forward to it. You can also type in numbers also, so 1 2 3. So now you know how to make some basic entries in Excel. Congratulations on coming this far, my friend. Well done. So now let's make some basic formatting in Excel. So to do that, all we need to do is to first select the cell we want to format, then move to our home tab here, where over here we can see the font group, the alignment group also. So in the case we want to, let's say, bolden this up, with it selected, we can simply bolden it. As you see, it has been boldened. If you want to italize it, we can simply do that. And even we can underline our very text also. We can even change the font style also to, let's say, Calibri. We can simply change that also. We can change the font size also, or we can simply use this increase and decrease font size over here to increase our font, or to decrease our font. We can change our font color using this font color tool. Let's say we want to change it to blue, we can simply do that. Or we can even change the background of our cell by simply using this fill color. To do that, we'll simply click on it, then change our cell color. The last thing we will tackle today is this text that we typed previously. Even though we did it in one cell, it overlaps to different cells. How do we then solve this problem? Well, we can always adjust our rows and columns in Microsoft Excel. How do we do that? Well, one way to adjust your cell is to move to the very column in which the cell is found. Then in between the very column and the next column, you find an intersection. This very arrow now changes to this cross here. Then you can simply click on it, then drag it to the very end of your text. Then voila, your column will be adjusted for you. Let me use a shortcut Ctrl+Z to do it. Or you can come in between the intersection again. You can simply double click on the very column. Then the cell will be adjusted for you. And note, you can do same for your row also. All you need to do is to come in between the first row and the second row you want to adjust. Then you simply drag it down. Then voila, your row will be adjusted for you. Or you can simply double click on it. Quite easy, right? I hope you've enjoyed the ride so far. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. Kindly be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment behind to let me know what you think about today's tutorials. And in our next video, we'll learn more about some basic functions and formulas in Microsoft Excel. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you.